conversation, I might have a toast with you. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great, I'm terrific. We ain't taking no losses, we winning. Undefeated, check the percentage.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Shout out everybody in the building. It's about to get spicy tonight. This is a show that I've been waiting for. Me and Sal, we've been supposed to link up a while ago. That's on me, but I finally got her, and we're about to talk some Minnesota Vikings football tonight. I put together a segment specifically for Sal. Y'all know I usually don't do that, but tonight I felt like it was right, and you guys are going to have fun. We want the chat to actually participate with this segment as well. So I think we'll have a great time. Without further ado, because we got to get the main act on the stage here. Sal, how you doing? Let's go.
Hello, how are you? Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. You look good. How you been feeling?
Gosh. I don't know about all that, but I'm down here in Houston, so I've been here for a few weeks, and didn't know I was going to be doing a show. So the setup, the echo, I hope it's not too echoey.
It sounds good.
All right, cool.
Sounds good. Cool. We're ready. We're ready to talk some ball. Everybody in the chat, make sure you hit the like button so we can get our people in here. Y'all show Sal some love throughout the show. Again, we are going to be playing a game, and I think it's going to be fun. I'm actually excited about it to see what Sal's takes are. We're going to see how spicy we can get tonight.
First of all, let me make sure everybody sees my shirt. I don't know if everybody's in here yet. But
there we go. Let's go. Oh, we're going to blow it up. There we go. Look at that. Okay.
I figured now that it's considered vintage, it would be appropriate to wear.
It is considered vintage now. It might be worth some money in the next year or two. You know what I mean? Never know.
I think we're going to need maybe. I think you can still get a Christian Ponder at Marshall's for $5.
There we go. Yeah. No, it's been a wild, I'll say, Sal, it's been a wild off season. I know, like, me and you did a show last off season, and we obviously, the Aaron Rodgers was the whole thing, and we had, but it's always like, why? I always ask myself as a Vikings fan, why do we always have to go through this whole quarterback thing every single year? I mean, even when Kirk was on the team, and I know you were a fan of Kirk and supported Kirk, but like, even when he was on the team.
Are you sarcastic?
No, I thought didn't you support Kirk Cousins a lot? No.
Of course I supported him because he was the
But you weren't a fan of him. But
he was never my boy. No.
All right, I got that. Well, all right. Well, Sam Darnold for sure. Now that's your boy. I know. I at least know that. I know that for a fact.
That's my boy. But yeah, we were debating Kirk or Aaron. Remember, that was like the whole thing.
Yes.
And I said that was a real Sophie's choice for me between those two.
Man, and you see Aaron Rodgers and stuff. I just don't think he would have been good for the fan base. Honestly, it would have been. We think it's a mess now with Kyler Murray. Oh my goodness. Could you imagine Aaron Rodgers especially after the podcast he did?
Right. It's just the Pat McAfee of it all, like the media circus that it would have been. I think it would have been a better outcome. Mm-hmm. But yeah, all of the hoopla surrounding it, I think would have got old pretty quick.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. That's for sure. So because I haven't been able to touch base with you since really this whole off season. So we're talking the draft, we're talking everything that has been going on with the football team, letting Sam Darnold walk out the door and go win a Super Bowl in Seattle. It's like, what in the world is happening here? So what's your energy with our team right now tonight, going into our first preseason game here in 2 days?
Listen, Rap, I always hope I am wrong about my big Viking predictions. I always hope I'm wrong. I want them to prove me wrong. It just very, very rarely happens. Okay. Yeah. So I know people don't want to go back in time, but I haven't been on here. So let me just, like you said, get my flowers really quickly.
That's right.
I was one of the very few in the Sam Darnold camp. I thought trade JJ. His draft value was never going to get higher than that right there, right? And we see how that went. So, so yeah, it's like, of course I don't want to say it feels good, because it doesn't feel good to be right about this. I want to be wrong about it.
Right.
But I do feel a little redeemed, even though few people remember. Maybe you and Tyler Fornes and Dave. That's about
Yeah,
it.
I remember.
That's
I
about it.
remember.
For a K1 MVP
Yeah.
season.
But
and
let's
a
see.
Super
As
Bowl.
far as going into this is a really weird year for me.
Yeah.
Last year was weird, but I've been to training camp every year for the last 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
I moved to Minnesota from Virginia, drove those 1,200 miles. Next day, I got my ass in the car and drove to Mankato.
Yeah.
You want to know why? Because I could not miss. That was when you could still do autographs as adults, which now I would never do. But back then, it was quarterback's day. So
Okay.
we had all these to choose from. We had Christian Ponder, Teddy Bridgewater, and Matt Castle.
Okay.
And guess whose line I waited in?
Don't tell me Christian Ponder. Teddy Bridgewater?
Yeah. No.
Matt Castle?
Matt Castle. I was first in the row for Matt Castle, first in line. So anyway, training camp, it's like a really magical time for me because like I said, it was something that I always loved to do in August. Yeah. It kind of makes me feel sentimental. Mm-hmm. And I just remember those days when like every single Vikings thing you could do was exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you guys can relate if you don't live here or in Minnesota.
Right.
And you are secluded from all of these fun day-to-day things. Every single moment was exciting for me. But this is the very first year I'm not at training camp. Very first night practice I've ever missed.
I know.
So
and we miss you. We miss seeing you there because you would always, as a Vikings community, the ones that are on X, the ones that are on Instagram and TikTok, we look forward to people like you, specifically you, because you're always out and about and taking great pictures and really vibing and getting the crowd pumped, and people love to see you when you walk in the room. So it is unfortunate this year that we haven't been able to see that from you, but I know we'll get back there. We get back there.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just like to always show people what's going on,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be probably at the top of the list to get escorted out and
right.
and banned.
Right.
This
year they might ban me off the internet, man. I've been definitely breaking the rules all the way, hundreds of miles away, but still yet breaking the rules.
What rules have you been breaking?
Well, I've been having people at camp that have been recording for me, and and it's just been kind of one of those deals where people are like, yo, like, how you getting people to do that? But it's not more that they doing it for me. It's just more like they support the channel and they just want to get the word out. So when the Vikings actually came across, and this is a question for you, Sal, have they always been this strict? Because you've always been there. Mm-hmm. Because I feel like Dustin Vikings every single year besides this year, I feel like he was always able to record practice and post hundreds of videos, and it was never an issue.
Yeah, it's really interesting because there is always signs up at camp that say no recording. They're at the bottom of the bleachers where you can sit. And then there's a few, I never sit over there, but in the more secluded area where I sit, there's a couple signs. I have had security say something to me once or twice about recording. And I just tell them, hey, I'm not recording the plays. I'm like recording the Miller Lite tent or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
So I think it really depends probably on who you get, but I know that KOC has definitely been more strict about it in the last couple years.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, it's kind of a thing. It's impossible to stop every person. The layout it's very steep bleachers, right? So there's no way that the like 5 or 6 security people standing at the bottom can see every person recording.
Right.
So it's pretty hard to enforce, but I think what happened to Dustin, and this is just a hypothesis, I haven't talked to him, he sticks out there. He's there a lot. I mean, I remember when he took 2 full weeks off work when he still lived in Wisconsin to stay at the Country Inn and Suites.
Yeah.
So I think, and no, I love a ginger, but
that's
I think
shout out Dustin, man. I'm my guy, man. I talked to him afterwards and touched base with him, man. That's my
I love a ginger, but they don't blend in as easy. So I think that just seems like to me they really wanted to make an example out of him.
Yeah.
I'm sure those videos have came across Vikings coaching staff over the years. I mean, when big outlets pick them up, and I just can't believe how over the top it was. But
Yeah.
I think it was definitely to set an example for sure.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Dustin, man. And we still praying for him. And he also winded up, unfortunately, losing his he got unemployed by Fanatics too, which he let me know that, which is sad as well. I'm like, dang. So I reached out to him and told him, whatever I can do to help him, man, and start his YouTube, because he does have a name in the community.
Yeah.
He has a ton of support. I think he can definitely test different avenues when it comes to the Vikings fandom side of things. So shout out to him, and hopefully they allow him to come back and at least watch practice again, man. Like, I mean, come on. He's a good fan.
That's really nice of you to do. I also want to say I went the day that he was tweeting about it. At first, I was like, how could he even be there? It's not open practice.
Yeah.
And then I got to thinking the next day, I was like, oh, it was probably Friends and Family Day. I was invited to Friends and Family Day a couple years ago, and there were a couple people who I just know from around, over the years who work there, who were like, what are you doing here? How are you here? So I knew from the jump, I got to be on my best behavior here. And I think that probably just didn't even cross his mind, because there's way less people there the day that Dustin was there. And anyone who's there is, a friend or a family of an employee of the Minnesota Vikings. So and it's the very first day that people are there. So anyway, enough about that.
Yeah, enough about that. We here for you, Dustin. Though, if you do see this, and I'm sure you will. We rocking with you, brother, and we got you back. You know what I mean? Come on, Vikings. You need to drop the case. Drop the case for sure. No, it's been great. Let's look at some of the comments. Let's see what people are saying. We got a bunch of people in the building. Shout out everybody. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Everybody saying hi, Spice. Let's go. I'm excited to have Sal Spice on tonight. Like I said at the beginning, this was a show that was supposed to happen months ago, so I'm glad we actually got to get this together tonight, man. This is amazing. This is amazing. Shout out. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Like I said, share this stream as well. We have a game, and we about to get right to it, because I'm excited to play this. So I want to do this, Sal. I said, people are going to be like, wow, Rap's actually making graphics. Sal must be special. Kinda, you know what I mean? How spicy is the take? Let's go. We about to get into it. And this is what I want. I think the best way, and you can tell me too, Sal, we can actually navigate this together. I think, because I want the chat to be involved. I think we should do a scale from 1 to 5. One being it's not even hot, 5 being it's scorching. All right. So that's kind of, and we'll in the chat, as I put up the take, then you guys can just drop a 1 through a 5, whatever it is, and we'll just see what the chat kind of floods and see if y'all agree with Sal. Okay, so
it's just like we're at a Thai restaurant, 1 through 5.
1 through 5. There you go. 1 through 5. Let's see what we got here. So the first one, let's just pull up the first one right now. You got a question?
No, I was just wanted to preface that I have no heads up to what these are.
You don't. Yeah, and that's the thing. I didn't send out any of these. I made these maybe 30 to an hour before the show tonight. So this was something that was just, I was thinking, I'm like, you know what? I need to do something a little different tonight with Sal instead of just talking back and forth. Let's kind of add some fun to it, make it a little spicy. Perfect. Let's go. All right. So here's the first one, Sal. Let's see where we at. Ready? The Vikings will win 12 or more games in 2026.
Gosh, let me go over the schedule in my mind really quick. Oh man, I should have had that pulled up. Let me.
It's fine. Take your time. Take your time. In the chat, you guys do it 1 through 5.
I will say this is the 1 year so far that I have not made a Vikings prediction yet, because obviously, first of all, I was waiting to see what happens with the quarterback situation.
Yeah.
And then, okay. Oh, so this is okay. AFC South. And NFC South, right? And AFC South?
We're playing the yes.
And then the Bucks are NFC. Okay. Wow, interesting how that's synced up. Or is it West?
No, it's the South.
Okay. Oh.
What are you talking about? Are you talking? So we play
It's AFC East and NFC South.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
12 wins. How spicy is it that the take? Oh gosh. I'll give you a 2.
That's a 2. So that's not really a hot take. That's light. That's light. That's like, man, we definitely
Oh
winning
wait,
12.
wait. Am I doing it in reverse?
Yeah, so if you were to give it a 2, that means you're like, oh, we're definitely winning 12 games. We're definitely
Oh.
winning 12 games.
Oh
If you give it a
no.
5, it's like, no, that's too hot of a take. We're not winning 5. We're not winning 12 games.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a 4.
A 4. Okay. All right. So you got a 4. So it's
4.
a spicy take for sure. It's not the hottest, but it's a spicy take.
It's a pretty spicy take. It's not
Pretty spicy
quite
take.
a Carolina Reaper, but
Right. There we
it's
like
almost
that.
there.
I like that. I like that. You know, I'm a Carolina boy. Let's go. I like that. Yeah. So and honestly, the Vikings winning 12 or more games. I think Vegas has us over under 8.5, if I'm not mistaken, last time they did it. I don't know if that changed now that Kyler's been named the QB1. But I'm excited about Kyler Murray, though. Are you excited about Kyler Murray, or how do you feel about that?
Well, let me see. I was excited in the offseason that they brought in a legitimate quarterback. I don't buy that this was never an open competition. I know
Right.
a lot of people believe that conspiracy theory of it was
Yeah.
always his job. I don't believe that.
Okay.
I was excited that there was somebody who could push JJ. Didn't
Yeah.
want them to mess around and do what they did last year and have no competition, no even real QB2 until after the preseason. So I was down for that. I think it's to be determined, not to like
Yeah.
bitch out on on it, but I he is such a different type of quarterback than we have seen KOC coach.
True.
And hey, he's got a great receiving core.
Absolutely.
So,
You're optimistic.
about it.
You're optimistic about it.
I'm excited. I think I have a little bit of quarterback fatigue.
Yeah, me too. That's a great way to put it, Sal. Absolutely.
I have a little quarterback routine, so it's hard to really get excited about anything at this point.
True.
Can I drop a spicy take quick?
Yeah, drop a spicy take. Let's get it.
All right. Oh God, I don't know because I don't want to jinx anything. My spicy take is, and I don't wish this. My spicy take is, at some point in this season, Kyler's going to have an injury, and JJ's going to come in it anyway.
Oh, so that answers. Maybe I shouldn't have let you do that spicy take right there. Well, no, here it is. So here's the next one. JJ McCarthy will be traded in 2026. So if you believe JJ is gonna come in at some point, unless it happens, week 3, week 4, because I think we have until week 8 to trade him. So I mean, I guess technically he could. What if he comes in when Kyler goes down and then he's still ass or something?
Well, here's the interesting. What if he's QB3 on the depth chart?
Yeah, that's another point too. JJ McCarthy. So this right here, I guess you're gonna give this a 1, 2.
That he'll be traded? I think it's pretty slim because we got to think about what's the value.
Yeah.
1. And I think it's more valuable him either sitting or possibly going in and maybe hopefully developing some skills to figure it out.
True.
What are you going to get, a 7th round pick?
Yeah, I did in my video. I said we possibly can get a 5th, and you may, because I think they would probably go back and look at history with like Trey Lance's of the world and stuff like that, and then Josh Rosen's, and probably try to put him in that category where it's like, okay, usually when these type of scenarios come around, it's about, you're going to get about a 5th, maybe a 6 or something, and maybe I guess you possibly could squeeze a 4, but not a lot for sure. Like we're gonna. I don't know. As you know, Sal, I bang the table for JJ McCarthy. I love JJ McCarthy. I mean, I argued with so many people. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to go back and forth with so many JJ doubters, and I couldn't wait to have my victory lap. My list is so long of content creators and just everybody in between that I was ready to and I'm talking about I was going to shoot a 30-minute video. Might have had to just go live to
trade McCarthy for
how
a 30
deep was the receipt
Budweiser.
folder, or is the receipt folder?
Deep, because like every day you got to think. Every day people were just trashing this kid, and I don't like bullies, first of all. So like every time I seen people just talking down on him, and I'm like, man, listen, I got to do a video. I have at least 15 to 20, maybe even 30 videos on my channel from 2024 to now of me defending JJ McCarthy. Now, recently, people will say, Sal, that I've switched up on JJ McCarthy. And a lot of it has to just go with the point of the fact of that I've always been a fan of Kyler Murray. I think that's where I struggle right now. Because you have people that never were a fan of Kyler Murray when he was on Arizona, but me, unfortunately, I was always a fan of Kyler. Like, he's one of those quarterbacks from a distance that I'm like, man, I like Kyler Murray. I love how he plays. I would love for the Vikings to have a Kyler Murray. And now that he, finally is on our team, it's like, shoot, I celebrated a little bit. And it comes off like, oh, you're just getting rid of JJ. That's messed up, you traitor. But
Yeah.
I take it on the chin.
Another thing I am excited about Kyler that I didn't mention, I think he was in a very toxic situation in Arizona.
Yeah.
Where, I mean, all of his business was pretty much put out there. They let that contract leak about him having to commit to film study. And I think that's pretty embarrassing. And he probably didn't feel very welcome there. Yeah. On top of that, the Arizona Cardinals pretty much finished with all Fs and are at the dead last of the NFL Player Association report cards.
Yeah.
That the Vikings always come out on top on.
That's a fact.
So I think if he's going to get a fresh start, not only the coaching situation, I think just whole atmosphere, facility-wise, organization-wise, it's going to be really interesting to see what he can do with all of these positive tools and not people that are watching his Call of Duty time.
Yeah, no, that's hey, look, and you know what, Sal, I made a mistake with your guy, Sam Darnold. And I just talked about this on Zoe's channel just recently. I said, you know what? I went into that whole situation when we signed Sam Darnold. I looked at the last 2 years, 3 years of his career. And I said, what can this guy possibly bring to my favorite football team? You want me to root for this guy, Sam Darnold? You want me to jump on board and just act like he's just the next Tom Brady for what? Like, this dude he's done nothing. And you know what? I got slapped in the face and had to eat crow. And I'm like, you know what? I regret it. So this year, I told myself, I'm not going to make the same mistake twice. Like, that's all I'm saying. When I look at, and it goes to what your point there with Arizona, I start to realize that it's not so much about the player's ability. Right. A lot of times it's about the player's situation. Mm-hmm. And if you look at Sam Darnold playing for Carolina, playing for New York Jets, like, these are organizations that just aren't good. They just don't have the way. It doesn't matter who the quarterback is. They're probably going to look bad and they're going to get talked down on because they weren't able to succeed and take the team where it needed to go. Same thing with Arizona. Now we have a quarterback that has always showed he can play at a high level when the pieces are there. Everybody goes to the DeAndre Hopkins years and stuff like that in Arizona. Well, what do you say? When he had actual weapons and a decent coach, they won 11 in a row. They went 11-0 to start off a season one year. He won Rookie of the Year, Offensive Player of the Year. He threw over 3,800 yards. So now that he's in Minnesota with a Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, and the list continues with Brian Flores being the defensive coordinator, my expectations are high. I expect him to be able to come in, get comfortable, and really just ball now. Be free and ball just like Sam Darnold did. I see it happening the same way.
I think that's another reason why, listen, we're Vikings fans. We know our luck wherever JJ McCarthy ends up if he isn't here, which let me be clear. I do hope it is here because I do hope he figures it out, not just for the draft capital that they gave up, but for his own, like, as a human being. It has to be tough emotionally what he's going through, right?
Yeah.
Of course I want him to do well, but if he does not, and let's be honest, he's probably going to do well somewhere else.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the Viking way.
I hope we don't go to Detroit and replace your boy Goff. That
right.
would be.
But that's just the Vikings fan in me. I don't think he's shown any skills physically really or maturity wise that he is going to be able to do that. Okay. And I think the what you just compared Sam to with the Jets, Carolina, just pretty much ending up in unfortunate situations, as many of these young quarterbacks are.
Yeah.
JJ's in the opposite. He's got the best wide receiver in the league. He's got a very offensive-minded coach who also used to be a quarterback. So I think that's another reason we're kind of like, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Man, it's a tough situation with JJ McCarthy. It really is. You know, the Vikings, just to go to that point, and we'll go to the next take. There we go. The 9 shirt. Let's go. I need that. You know, I like that shirt. I would wear it. I would still wear it in 2026 proudly. Proud.
Okay, it's a crop top. Let me see.
That's all right. That's all right. I'll show off my
can't
little
get that
6-pack. You know what I'm saying? I ain't
Yeah.
tripping.
Well, hey, if it's hot as shit for the first tailgate when you're here, I'll bring it for you.
Nice. And we're speaking of that, SKOL Fest is around the corner. Can't wait. If anybody in the building, grab your tickets. Tickets are available now at skolfestmn.com. Sal will be in the building. So, you know, I can't wait. Like every year, shout out to Sal always supporting us. And then we got the tailgate. She throws the best tailgate parties in Minnesota. That's a fact.
I will say I'm going to be at SKOL Fest earlier than last year. I thought it was something I could arrive fashionably late to. However, that didn't give me a chance to speak to even half of the people that I probably wanted to. So I'll be there on time. And yeah, I was trying to coordinate with SK. Like, let's get something special going for the tailgate, because a 3 o'clock tailgate is night and day difference from a noon tailgate. And I want to show y'all like how fun it can really be. So
well, we'll be there. You know, we're gonna be there for sure. We're gonna be there. I can't wait. I'm super excited. Being that it's only 31 days away too. It's right around the corner. You know, I just paid my mortgage and I'm like, all right, every time my mortgage comes around, that happens so fast. Now it's like that's exactly the same timing as when I'll be in Minnesota for the SKOL Fest and the football game. So I know it's right around the corner for sure. You know, my bills always remind me how quick 30 days goes by.
Can I say hey to a couple people in the chat?
Absolutely. Let's do it. Let's get to the chat.
Okay, Brev is here. Brev is my boy from back in Virginia. So I got to say hey to him. Who else did you say?
Let's go. Brevsky. I call him Brevsky.
Oh,
Gary's here. Papa Gary. SK's actually here too. SK's in the building. SK's in the building. He's on this channel right here, Purple and Scold. That's SK right there. He's incognito.
Oh, okay. Well,
he only taps in when I got Sal on. You know, like
you just exposed his burner, man. Now
he don't ever tap in with us unless we got Sal on. Now he's in the building all of a sudden. You see how we do it? Be on people, boy.
Well, you know, I'm not. Hey, I haven't been on. I think this is the only podcast I've been on. And, well, I popped in on a charity one, but other than that, I have been on.
Let's go. Who else we got in the building, man? We got Zoe in the building. Let's go. Class G. I see you. Chevy. A lot of you guys probably remember over there when Sal used to do her show on First and SKOL. And I missed that show, by the way. I feel like
you know, maybe I'll bring it back. I would like to get back into things. I needed my year of mourning.
That's true.
Not only did I have a Sam debacle, but personally in the community, it was very hard for me.
Absolutely.
Karma's a bitch. For that person specifically. But also I had a breakup that it was so sad. So anyway, maybe I can come back. You know me, I tell way too much information. No secrets.
You're transparent, but that's why people love you though. I'm like that too. You know, I get on here and sometimes I talk a little too much about personal stuff, but you know, it's just it's just who we are. You know what I mean? It is.
There's no secrets here. That's why when the trolls say some crazy story about me, I'm like, sir, there are way juicier things that are actually true that I'll tell you about right now.
Let's go. Barbara in the building. Let's go. Shout out Fig. I see you. SKOL Bus. Let's go. SKOL Bus is funny. My mom is white. He loves that line, boy. That was hilarious.
I saw somebody call me wifey, so I gotta say hey to that.
Oh, who called you wifey? Let's see. Is it Delton? Who we got in the building? We got Unc. Let's go, TK in the building. Let's see who called you wifey. Let me see if I can find it.
I don't know, but I appreciated it because I'm waiting on a proposal from someone.
Let's go. Hey, she'll be at SKOL Fest. She'll be at SKOL Fest. Hey, just holler at me. Hit me in the DMs. We can set it up. You know what I mean? We can set it up.
Could you imagine? That would be great. Maybe we can do it at next SKOL Fest. No. It has to be a surprise. This SKOL Fest,
it'll have to be like this SKOL Fest for sure. I mean, that would be amazing. Imagine that, and then all of a sudden you guys are just together forever. It'd be like, we met in the chat. I was on Rap Show and he just called me wifey, and then he came to SKOL Fest and proposed, and we've been together ever since. You know what I mean?
He just got on one knee right there at SKOL Fest, right in front of the auction jersey.
I'm telling you. Let's go.
The ring light died. Oh, this is not gonna be good. Anyway.
It looks fine. Well, shout out to the chat. Y'all make sure you hit the like button there. Let's get to this next one. Let's get to this next spicy take. How spicy is the take? Are you ready? The next one is Dallas Turner will have 13 or more sacks this season, Sal?
You know what? I'm gonna give that a 1. I like that take.
A 1. Okay.
I like
Okay.
that take. I really like it.
All right. So you're saying he will have 13 or more sacks?
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
I
Okay.
think that's a fun, good take. Yeah, easy to root for, easy to imagine. Honestly, I think Dallas Turner, we saw such an improvement last year. You know, we got B-Flow back, and how many did he have last year, off the top of your head?
I think did he have 8 last year, y'all? I think it was it 8, I believe. So it was actually good, especially for the actual amount of snaps that he got. That's why the expectations for him are super high this year. Expectations super high. And we've been hearing great things out of camp too. Like I think Alec Lewis may have said something the other day where they said, listen, I'm watching this defensive line, and I'm gonna tell you right now, the person that really jumps off the screen is your boy Dallas Turner. They say he's like a lightning bolt off of the line. So I'm excited to see what he does, man. I've always been a fan of Dallas Turner, but my take on him is still I need to see it rather than just talk about it. So this year is the year that I guess this is the see it year. It has to be. Can't wait another year.
What happens if he gets more than that?
If he gets more than 13?
Yeah, we got to do something. We got to make sure you get the shout out for that.
We do. That setup looks really good right there, Spice.
Okay.
Stay right there. That looks really good.
We got a little bit of Houston natural light.
Nice. No, that's a vibe right there. I ain't gonna lie. That's a vibe. Let's keep it right there. Let's go. And you can show your McCarthy shirt easy. There you go.
How's the vintage tee looking?
No, I'm liking it. You know, I'm liking Dallas Turner. You know, I think he'd be all right.
Yeah, we'll have to remember to give you some flowers when it's like 16.
Yeah, there we go. I'll take the flowers. You know, I like flowers every once in a while. You know, I don't get them often, but when I do get them, I appreciate it for sure.
And I appreciate Class here in the chat. I lost it now, but he said Dallas Turner ended Kirk Cousins' career. So
let's go. Dallas Turner ended. So hold on. Explain that, Class. Explain that he ended his career. What did he do?
Did he sack him at the
sack him at practice?
Did he sack him? No, at the 5-touchdown Sam Darnold game.
Bro, that game was amazing. You were at that game?
Of course. But
oh my gosh, I'm jealous.
Top 5 game of my life.
I'm jealous. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah. Ended his career with the Falcons.
Yeah, he sacked him on that beautiful, beautiful game. So hey, thanks, Dallas.
I got you, Angel. I got you. I ain't forget about you. Give me your Ricky. Let's go. Shout out my guy tapping in. Appreciate you. For sure, man. We got Fish. What's good, Fish? Calls in effect. Man, everybody in the building, man. You bring the people outside. I got to have you on more often.
I know. I was like, man, I should be promoting this, but
I'm telling you, like, man, I want views. Hey, Sal, you busy tonight? You can show face. I'm going to throw you on the thumbnail real quick.
Yeah, hey, if you ever need any promo, I got it. I should have promoted it more though.
No, it's fine. It's fine. We got us a nice little crowd in here. I'm excited about this. How spicy is the take? Let's see. The next one, Sal, is Kyler Murray will be in the MVP race this season.
Well, it depends. How early is the race going to start?
I think the MVP race usually starts around like week 6. They start talking about it. Week 6 or 7, like, you know, about midway through the season is when they start kind of talking about MVP. You know, will his name be on the graphics when ESPN and CBS and they start talking MVP? Will our guy Kyler Murray's name be up there?
You know what? I might actually give that a 2.
A 2? Okay, a 2. Let's go. And just so everybody knows, it's 1 through 5. I see some people getting 20s and 10s and all that. Well, unless you're just doing it as to be funny. But if you want to be serious, y'all, it's 1 through 5 is the rankings. 5 being a really hot take. 1, 2, 3 being, you know how it is. That's just how it is. Yeah, I like that too. I'm with a 2.
Yeah, and 2 is good, y'all. By the way.
Yeah, 2 is good. 2 is like, man, that's not a hot take. That's realistic.
Yeah, I think, listen, we had Sam Darnold. Gosh, everybody drink every time Sal says Sam Darnold, have a drink. You'll be blacked out by now.
Yeah.
But he was even discussed, very early on in the season. So I think Kyler could definitely do it. I just popped over to the schedule though, and it looks, gosh, the end of the year. Well, God, what am I talking about? They have Lions and then Commanders, but
do you think the Lions are going to be good again this year, Sal?
I don't know. I think they're on the decline. I think the Bears are on the up. I think the Lions are on the down.
What about the Packers?
And so I think probably mediocre if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if it'll last until the end of the year because I could see an epic collapse coming, but he's going to get a lot of talk, I think, about his new home and how he's playing.
That's a fact.
In a good way.
I agree. I agree. How spicy is the take? The next one. Vikings will have a new head coach in 2027.
I just came to trash talk about playing Stumped with you this week. Smiley face emoji.
It's a hot take.
Just a hot take. I know I'm in the minority with this.
If Kyler wins MVP,
I
will
don't
go
think
streaking
it's even
through
be
my neighborhood
question.
Yeah. I think I'm with you on this. I think this is a very, very hot take only because he's the golden child, in my opinion. Regardless of how we feel as fans, you do have the pocket of fans that want him out of the door today. Like if they had a choice, they would be like, let him walk today. Like, let's just make Brian Flores the coach. I just don't see the Wolves or the Vikings organization. I just think they appreciate him that much and they respect him that much to where his job is safe. I believe his job, something crazy has to happen. Like we have to literally only win like 2-3 games or something. It has to just be, it has to be something bad.
I agree. I often joked that, listen, like winning coach of the year, but Kevin O'Connell, at least 5 years with the Wolves,
I agree.
And 5 might be a lot, but I know that they really value loyalty. They're great owners, and they'll let people stay past their expiration date, as we have seen in the past. So I think that also he was handed a lot of trust when Kwesi got the axe. From what I understand from people that I trust, it was kind of, I don't want to say necessarily Kwesi was thrown under the bus, but he definitely backed off on a lot of decisions that previously were joint decisions, and now they weren't any of his decisions. And so, especially as long as it took them to hire a GM and stuff and go into draft like that, that's putting a lot of trust in him. Now, can that backfire? With that is going to come more responsibility, more criticism. But I think they will give him more time for sure.
Yeah. It's crazy that we talk about the whole situation with Kwesi and Kevin O'Connell. And I heard the same thing too about how, Kwesi was kind of thrown under the bus and they kind of put him on an island it seems like scapegoatish, honestly. But, going into it, it was all about this collaboration and we're together. And until the room got hot. Once the room got hot, you really see, who's there and who isn't. And yes, it's a business at the end of the day. And I know Kevin O'Connell, he wants to win. Honestly, when that news came out, it made me feel like the Sam Darnold thing really, I feel there's a part of me that feels like Kevin O'Connell wanted to keep Sam Darnold. After seeing how Sam Darnold played and you win that many games, there's no way that Kevin O'Connell was okay to just say, let's not even try hard. They made him an offer, but let's not do everything in our power to make sure he stays a Minnesota Viking so that we can then start a guy that hasn't played an actual football game going into the next year after winning 14 games. That just doesn't seem realistic. So part of me feels like Kwesi made that ultimate decision to not really push the issue of keeping Sam Darnold when he really could have if he would have just gave him a couple more dollars and some guarantees. Because we saw the Bussin' with the Boys interview with Sam Darnold, and that's what it came down to. He admitted it. It was about Kwesi lowballing him and not giving him any guaranteed years.
Right. I think it was just like, hey, we've got to be polite and offer something. Mm-hmm. It was not a serious offer. Why would he not take a 3-year deal? Come on. Even if the money wasn't what it was, why would he not take a 3-year deal? He doesn't, rather than having some rookie QB breathing down his neck and all that. I never bought that it was a legitimate, honest offer.
Right.
But I was in the same boat as you. I believed the same thing. I was like, man, I would love to be a fly on the wall in that room when they were trying to figure out this quarterback stuff. But again, to go back to, you know, person I really trust who has been Vikings media person for long time. He had told me that they both didn't want him.
Yeah.
That they both were like, nope, we're good. We're not going to invest any capital like that. We feel confident in what we have. So that really caught me by surprise. Maybe somebody tried to rewrite history when when it was time for somebody to go, but I don't think that it seems like either one. And I think KOC, whatever, there's so many more factors than we even know about. Of course.
Right.
But I think that those last 2 games, how Sam performed, you know, I think it had a lot to do with the offensive line. But I don't know.
No, it did. I mean, if you watch the football, then you know. I mean, yeah, Sam Darnold was missing some things, specifically that Lions game to get the #1 seed. I mean, he was off. Regardless of the offensive line, he was just off target for whatever reason. It's just the Vikings. Like, that's just the most Viking shit. Like, you're on fire leading into that game, and then that night you're just off. Like, you just can't even hit a fucking wide open. I mean, you're just the 2 yards in front of Justin Jefferson for a touchdown. He's wide open. Jordan Addison, you're just 5 yards to the left. It's like, what in the hell is going on?
The worst part was they flexed it, so we had to wait all the way until Sunday night at the end.
I'm telling you.
Then the next week, they give us the Monday night playoff game.
They effed us over. They really did.
It was the worst. It's like, okay.
It can never be normal for Vikings fans, bro. Like, I swear, bro. Like, we just never, like, that was the year we were set up to really make a push. If we would have been able to play the Lions when we were supposed to play them, you know, I think the outcome would have been different. Sam Darnold would have been hot. And we would have been #1 seed.
Right. Yeah. I mean, so obviously those two games would have been different. It would have been a no-brainer. But yeah, from what I understand, they both didn't want him. So I don't. But yeah, I think no matter what, he will be the head coach in 2027.
Absolutely, I agree. Let's get these super chats here. It says from Fish. Shout out Fish. I just came to trash talk about playing Stumped with you this week. Shout out to Fish. I did a show with him called You Got Stumped or You're Stumped. Shout out Fish. It's a segment he does. And it took me a minute to get the player, but you guys will be surprised that I actually got the player right. I don't know if that episode's out yet, but when it is out, I will be sure to share it. Shout out to you, Fish. Appreciate you having me on. Jackson said, if Kyler wins MVP, I will go streaking through my neighborhood. LOL. Let's go. You got to record that, bro. You got to record that.
Yeah, you got to record that.
We can't post it on YouTube, but we'll find somewhere to post it. Don't worry. We'll get it to the community.
Somebody said the Packers game was our Super Bowl, and man, I cannot agree more, man. That was one of the best days of my life.
Yeah. I'm hoping this year's week 1 is similar to 2023. When KOC's first game as the Vikings head coach. Justin Jefferson went off, straight cooked the Packers. Kirk Cousins was on fire. I mean, it was just an amazing. I would love for it to be similar.
It's so tough with it being the first game. You know, it's like, come on.
Oh, we did kick their ass in 2023, Sal.
Oh, I know. I just mean, I guess for me, from my perspective, it's like, okay, home opener tailgate. It's already popping no matter what. Oh, now I got to add this on top. Spacing them out would be so much better for my social life. But yeah. And also, it's just the tickets are so much more expensive.
Yeah.
You know, both of those games are expensive individually. It just puts a whole other logistical issue on it. But
True.
There's nothing better than beating them. And the fact that, hey, what time would the game be over? Like 7:30, 7? We can party all night. We can shut down
all night long.
Yeah. So.
All night long. You know I'm with it. I'm out. We in the city all night that night. I can't wait.
All night.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Every time I go there, first of all, we barely go to sleep. We out all night. Saturday, Friday, it don't matter. We there for a good time, not a long time. You know what I'm saying? That's a
At least
fact.
y'all can sleep in a little bit this year since it's not at noon.
Yeah.
And,
well, I'm always blessed because we have a room right there right there, walking distance to everything. So I feel like, I just feel comfortable because I'm like, all right, I don't have to drive far to go to my room or anything. I just feel like I can maneuver around the city. Shout out my guy who sets me up with the room, man. It's my guy, 2E.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be great. And hopefully, let's pray it will not be 90 degrees again.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. How spicy is the take, Sal? Let's go. Vikings are Super Bowl contenders.
A 5.
That's a real hot take. Holy, that's super hot. Oh man, it's getting hot in here.
That take is disrupting my internet connection. It's so bad.
Yeah, I mean, hey, some people will say, hey, that's not a hot take. That's official. We are Super Bowl contenders. No, I think it's a hot take right now. Now the answer could change after how many weeks to be fair, so we're not waiting until like week 10. How many weeks could this answer change? Would it be a month in, 4 weeks, 5 weeks? Like, let's not get too deep into the season, but how many weeks would satisfy you? Let's just say we go 4-1 and we're dominating.
18 weeks.
18. We got to see it to believe it. Damn, the Super Bowl. God damn it.
Can't wait to see everyone in 30 days. It's going to be lit. Fire emoji.
Wait, maybe a couple more. NFC Championship.
Yeah, no, that's a fact.
No, for real. I mean, contender, I guess. Gosh, I think it depends, like what the rest of the division is doing too. Like how. Oh God, this is so tough for me. 18 weeks.
18 weeks. Golly.
What about you?
Yeah, I would say, I think I'll cap it at like 8 weeks. I need half a season. Half a season. I feel like if I see half a season, like, for example, if we get to week 8 and and it depends on how we're winning too. Okay. Like we have to be winning. I'm not talking about biting our nails, which usually that's what happens with the Vikings. But if we're actually winning comfortably, I'm talking winning by 10, winning by 14, and then we have a game here and there where we squeak it out to show some adversity. And let's just say week 8, we're 6-2 or 7-1. I think I can say, okay, maybe this isn't so hot of a take anymore. Maybe I'll put it at a 3. Maybe I'll put it at a 3, especially because we got to look at the landscape 8 weeks in, see what the rest of the NFC North is doing, see what the rest of the NFC is doing. I'm curious to see what the Rams are going to look like, especially if they bring Donald back. I mean, that's going to just be a whole thing in itself right there. They might just coast to the damn Super Bowl. Aaron Donald, the Rams.
Oh, Aaron Donald. Sorry, I was like, what?
Yeah, Aaron Donald, the Rams. Yeah, the Rams.
I got Sam Donald on the mind all the time.
Oh yeah, yeah, we're bringing Sam Donald back. Yeah, we getting him. He's coming back. You didn't hear?
My bad.
Bust the shirt out. You got to bust the shirt out, Sal. The one that you got. Hey, that's on the thumbnail. I saw that picture and I was like, this has to be the thumbnail picture.
I got them all. Yeah. Hey, week 8 too early for me for sure.
Okay, I get it. You're smart. You're a smart Vikings fan.
No,
you know
I mean, I don't know about that. I feel like I'm a realistic one.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. You are that. Shout out SKOL Mob with the $4.99. He said, can't wait to see everyone in 30 days. It's going to be lit. No, absolutely. It's going to be lit. Let's go.
I mean, let's see. Let's look at this schedule real quick. I mean, it starts off so difficult with Packers Bears,
Yeah, we got back-to-back. Why they do that? Like, come on.
I don't know. I don't like it, though. I guess the Bucks, I'm not really sure what they're up to. Nothing, same old.
Yeah, the Bucks, they're going through it right now with their quarterback too. Right. Like they got Baker Mayfield wants some money. They don't want to pay him right now. So it's one of those deals where he might go out there and say, man, F this team, man. I'm going to just play. I'm going to do the bare minimum.
I don't get that. I just don't get it. Like, you got somebody who's playing for you pretty consistently. They got you to the playoffs. What are you going to get better? That's the thing. Yeah. What are you going to get better right now?
I guess you look at teams like this. This is an interesting. I'm glad you brought that up because, I feel like more teams are in this type of situation, kind of just like us, right? Where you look at a quarterback like Baker Mayfield and you look at the Bucks as a whole. And you can even use this for the Vikings. You look at Kyler Murray, you look at the Vikings as a whole. And this is trying to put our Vikingism to the side. You think about it and you're like, okay, the Bucks. you got Baker Mayfield. But the reality is, are they really built to win a Super Bowl though? Like, are they really built? Like, you give Baker Mayfield, but don't let this. I don't want anybody to take this the wrong way. I think Baker Mayfield deserves his money. But what I'm saying is, I think there are a lot of organizations are in this kind of gray area where it's like, the rest of our roster isn't built to where we know we're not going to compete with this team and that team to actually go to a Super Bowl this year. So why throw all this money into this guy when really we just need to continue to build our team out? And then when it's right, we draft a quarterback, or there'll be another free agent quarterback that we can bring in. And I think that's kind of where the Vikings are at. And you bring in a Kyler and you're hoping that Kyler makes us competitive now for a Super Bowl, makes us a Super Bowl contender. The Bucs, I don't think they're there from a whole team totality standpoint. So maybe that's why they're sitting on their hands.
Hey, I give that take a 1. Couldn't agree with more. That's a perfect take. That's a
Let's go. I'm cooking.
Yeah, I mean, that was so many people's argument with this damn Darnold thing. Like, oh, you're going to spend all this money and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, first of all, the price keeps going up.
Yeah.
So, but also it was like, I felt like the Vikings roster, that was, if they could have built on that, what they had last year, you know, another running back. And I think that would have been the case. I don't think they were in the case where it's like, hey, the rest of our roster's trash or mediocre, so we don't have a chance.
Yeah.
But I totally get that. Why invest in the quarterback when you need to get younger anyway?
Right, because paying him and making him your quote unquote franchise quarterback, it really doesn't move the needle as far as your team success. Yeah, you'll win more games obviously with a Baker Mayfield than you would a Kyle Trask. I'm not saying that, like, you obviously would win more games, but are you going to win the games? That's what's important. And I think that's kind of what the Vikings do with KOC. And that's the main thing. KOC could be put on it, according to the fan base, he could be on a hot seat. It's because, we win a lot of football games. So like usually during the football season, as long as KOC's been the coach, we're celebrating more than we're crying. And that's a good thing. But the games that matter, he's letting us down in. And I think people would say, I'd rather go 9-8 and squeak into the playoffs and have a coach that's built to win those type of games and get their team ready for those type of games than to win 14, 13 games. And then you get into the playoffs and then you just get embarrassed and out-coached by a team that only won 9 games. I mean, it's just like, at some point it has to change. Do you believe KOC? I know we talked about this recently just now, but do you believe KOC needs to win a playoff game in 2026? Is that important on the list?
I think it's so important. I mean, just with as many appearances as he has had, to not even have one. I mean, what has he had every year but last year?
Yeah, so we went to the playoffs the first year, and then
the first year was the year that they won all the games in 2 minutes.
Right.
The next year was the game they lost. The year they lost all the games in the last 2 minutes.
Right. That was a Joshua Dobbs year and all that.
Did they miss it that year?
We missed it that year. Yeah, okay. we missed it.
Right. Okay.
So he's been to the playoffs twice. He's been to the playoffs twice. So it's playoffs, miss. And now we're going into this. So this year, according to the trend, this should be a playoff year. Because it's one on, one off.
Yeah, I mean, I will say, look, with that first year, it was kind of a mirage, I thought, the record, because they weren't playing great. They just were fluky things were happening. But hey, you beat Daniel Jones 3 weeks before or something before you play him at home again for a playoff game.
Yeah.
And then you shit the bed and can't do anything against him, like didn't even show up really.
Yeah.
So, God, I mean, he needs to win one. Otherwise, that's going to be on his resume, even if he does get the axe ever.
I think his seat will warm up if he doesn't win a playoff game this year.
I know, but I also know the Wills, and hey, maybe they have adapted over the years, but I know there was a time where they just wanted him in the playoffs, period. They were happy with that. They wanted him in the hunt. They wanted him in the playoffs, because that keeps the fans happy. Whereas I was always like, hey, you got to bottom out sometime.
Yeah.
But
for sure.
Hey,
that's that. what's the term? We're building a oh my gosh,
Kyler
I
spent his
had a
Arizona
brain
go-away
fart.
money funding the My Pillow guy's political
What?
campaign. Bed emoji.
Wait, too
bed
positive.
emoji,
Is that
Bed
serious?
emoji. Bed emoji.
I'm gonna read. I'll read them. Shout out Nathan real. Shout out Fig. Fig said Mayfield may say screw you. I'm going to Cleveland. No, that's a fact. That's a fact. Shout out Nathan with the $5. He said, "Rap Sal, great show today. Can I get a Ricky?" You already know, man.
Give me 2 taps and a Ric Flair.
Let me get a Ricky. All right, and then we got two positive. He said Kyler spent his Arizona go away money funding My Pillow guy's political campaign. Okay.
I need to know if that's accurate. I mean, I don't see how it could be, but
Fill us in.
I need to know. Drop the receipts.
Yeah, we need the evidence. Shout out Luke in the building. I see you, Luke. Shout out to you. Appreciate you. Cause and Effect was good, man. Y'all see him, man. Hit that like button. Y'all hit that like button for Sal. Sal bringing the crowd out. And I'm having a good time tonight. It's actually a great show. I feel like we're flowing. We always do. I feel like every time we do a show, like it just goes right. You know what I mean? I'm in my bag right now.
Yeah, hell yeah.
How spicy is the take? I think this is the last one. All right, this is the last one right here. Vikings will have a top 3 defense in 2026. Top 3.
Oh man. What's the highest they've been?
I think the highest. Were we number? I think
for a little bit.
Dang, that's a good question. Somebody drop it in the chat too if y'all can look it up. I think we were number 3 in one category though. You know, defense. There's always like these. There's like a couple different. Like you got scoring defense and then total defense.
Yeah. And then it seems like every outlet also grades that differently.
Right. Let me see. I'll pull it up right now. Let's see.
Yeah, Social Network. I do. Well, Brev. I do feel like they do always rank pretty bad. Like
so we were third. We were third in total yards allowed in 2025, and then we were 16th. That's right. Because I remember when he came in and took over for Donatel, I know he brought us up like halfway. Like we went from like 31st or 28th as far as like total defense to he brought us to like 16th, and then we went from 16th. Now we were up in the top 5. So I mean. The trajectory is always going up, for sure.
Oh gosh, man, I want it to be true. Let me just go with the 3.
The 3. All right, so it's not that hot of a. It's not that hot of a. I mean, it's mid. It's mid. It's got a little kick to it.
Yeah, I think it has potential to work out, but
yeah, a little kick to it. Are you a fan of Brian Flores? First of all.
Yeah, listen, I think it's this whole off-season situation was really, really interesting to me. I was wondering afterwards, was this Kwesi like sprinkling this news out there to like distract from whatever's going on with him or may go on with him? Because it was wild to me how it seemed it was very negative, and it was pretty much negative everywhere, right? Yeah. Not only the news people, but also like former players and all these people, it seemed like were coming out of the woodwork. And then there was the other scandal with his private matters. And so I was.
Hold on, wait a minute. His the other scandal. Oh, I think I did hear. His romantic.
I know. Or whatever.
I went somewhere else with that. I'm like, oh, wait a second here. You had me. I was like, wait a second. Where are we going?
Yeah, exactly. Sorry about that. So I think very surprised to see him back after that. You also got to wonder, were people sprinkling this out so maybe he wouldn't get a head coaching gig or like it would affect it? Because again, as we just said, Vikings were always culture, collaboration, whatever the other C was. CCC. So it was really surprising to hear all of that, but it seems like, hey, the players respond well. I think they could have cut ties with him this offseason and nobody would have batted an eye with all of those stories. So that makes me not believe that they were completely true, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I like B-Flow.
Yeah, I like B-Flow too. I think I'll say this. I'm probably alone. I probably stand alone or with only a few where being the head coach of the Minnesota Vikings, though. I'm not on
Hot
the
take.
train of hold
Offense
on,
will
let me
be
let
top
this read.
5 if Derisaw stays healthy for all 17 games.
Let's go. I'll read that fig in a minute. But, I'm not on the train of we should just promote, if KOC gets pushed out the door, which me and you already talked about, we don't think that would happen. But if it was to happen, you have a lot of fans that say, well, just promote B-Flow to the head coach. Because I think there's more to it than just what he can do on defense to then make the whole team be successful. Like, I worry about who is he going to hire to be his offensive coordinator? Like who is his staff? Who's going to be a special teams coach? Like, what is his social circle entail and consist of when it comes to the NFL community, the coaching community? I know he gets a ton of respect around the league, but I also know there will be people that won't be willing to risk their relationship with somebody else that may not respect what B-Flow has going on, being he has all this legal stuff happening around the league. There will be great coaches that probably wouldn't mind working with B-Flow, but may say, I don't know if I'm going to do that, only because I don't want to tarnish the relationship I have with this other person here that is part of the NFL community or whatever. So I just think it'd be hard for him to hire a good staff, in my opinion. So I think he's great at defensive coordinator, and that's okay. I'm big on people are great at, being offensive coordinators, defensive coordinators, special teams coaches, and not everybody's built to be a head coach for a football team. And I don't understand why everybody wants, any good coordinator to just become a head coach. Some people just need to be great coordinators.
Yeah.
That's what B-Flow is.
I think Mike Zimmer is a great example of that.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Excellent example of that, because even when he got to be a head coach, he still just wanted to run the defense and be a defensive coordinator.
Right.
When it came to offense, he was very open with, I'm hands off. That's not under my control. I don't know what's going on there. No secrets about it, So perfect example right there.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I just, it's yeah. So we'll see what happens. This year is going to be exciting though, Sal. When are you getting back to the city?
I think I'll be there like August 28th.
August 28th. All right. So you'll be able to, you'll be able, are you going to I think the preseason will be over.
No, I think the preseason game is the 22nd.
Yeah, 22nd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, very weird, like for me to be
in
a game. I don't think I've ever missed one.
Even preseason, like you usually go to all the preseason games.
I mean, I've missed a couple regular season because I've been too poor to go inside, but I've still been at the tailgate. But I think, but the preseason games are actually so boring to be at. So
really?
No. Oh yeah. Well,
Well, I think to be at I would agree. I think now that ever since I've been doing content, it's funny. I tell this story like I used to never really care too much about, even when I was really into football. I'm talking 10 years ago. I still preseason games. It wasn't as exciting to me. Like it's like I could miss it and not feel anything inside. Right. Exactly. But now that I do content, it's like I feel like preseason games, they're not as valuable as regular season games, but from a content standpoint, they're just as valuable, if you know what I mean. Like, because you want to see the young players we've been hyping up on the show this whole spring and stuff like that. So it's like, all right, now it's time to see them. I want to do one more topic here, Sal, and then I'll let you go. We're going on an hour. I don't want to hold you too long. You got your pups you gotta keep your eye on over there in Houston. My girl in H-Town. Let's go. H-Town, stand up. We got anybody in Houston in the building? Where everybody from Houston at, man?
Anybody got any recs, drop them to me, because I have never been here before and I'm here.
Oh, well, I gotta send you something. So I've been there. First of all, I told you, I love Houston. Houston is a great city. Now it is it's dangerous too, just like everywhere else. So you do got to be careful in Houston, but there's a lot of content creators, a lot of, people in Houston that are trying to be stars, and the bright lights turn on and everybody's out there dressed up, and I think you'll fit right in. You're a superstar.
I was thinking about maybe I could go to Houston training camp just so I can wait for cousins,
Mm-hmm. Go represent us. Represent us in Houston training camp. Why not?
I honestly, oh my God, the other day I went tubing with my friend that I'm visiting, and she was like, oh, you got to bring a white shirt to throw on so it's like not too hot. She gave me the Kirk Cousins chain
Yeah.
The 8 Club white shirt chain. Oh my God. I was like,
Yeah.
fine, I'll wear it for the lore. But yeah, it's weird. I don't guess I've never been to their training camp, so I don't know the deal. But I went like maybe a month ago to look at tickets, and they were all sold out.
Oh wow. Dang.
Must not be a lot of fans allowed, I would guess.
Yeah, they definitely don't let them record. I ain't see no clips from Houston. Shout out Dave Luft in the building. Luft said, "Hey Sal, let's go." Luft, I was trying to, I tried to negotiate with Sal. We trying to get her there. She might be coming back to First and SKOL. We gonna see. We gonna no pressure. We gonna see.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, we gonna see because we all missed that show. I love Dave too, man. OG Luft, man. That's my guy right there. They don't make a lot of guys like him. I'm gonna tell you that. My guy Adam in the building. Shout out Adam. Say Sali, what's good? I see you. Who is so Michael, what's good, Mike? Appreciate you tapping in. Y'all hit that like button. I got one more topic for you, Sal.
All right.
Or did you see any comments you see that you want me to pull up?
I think Figs, he's threw out a super chat. What did he say? Something about Darisaw.
Oh yeah, dang. I'm glad you reminded me. So hot take. He said offense will be top 5 if Darisaw stays healthy for all 17 games. Shout out Fig too, man. That's my guy right there, man. I appreciate you, Fig, with the 5.
I mean, listen.
Oh no, not practice. Not practice. No, the games. You think that's a hot take? So?
Again, top 5 is so hard for me to say. The quarterback thing is just so
up in the air.
That's the thing. I feel like that's my excuse every year. I don't know. The quarterback thing is, but
the
it's
Vikings
true.
fan in us.
It's true.
It's every year. That's why I say, can we just be normal one time? One time.
I will say it was interesting to find out that Darisaw basically, came back way too early from his injury, and that's why he was taken out of those games. That he took himself out. I think we could all tell that. Yeah. But it does kind of make me concerned that the training staff is so good. Again, making A's on the NFL player report card every year, because you got to save players from themselves sometimes, So I hope that didn't create anything that's going to last for him. But
absolutely great take. I do love Darisaw when he's available, but that is something that really needs to happen. Availability needs to be. I mean, we need you, CD. I mean, I'm begging you, brother, because it seemed like every time Christian Darisaw did go down, you saw the offense get affected tremendously, because he's that blindside guy, man. I mean, that's the most important tackle on the field is that left tackle, and for most quarterbacks, unless you're a left-handed quarterback. But that we need him.
Yeah, and you got a much more mobile quarterback if it stays being Kyler, so that's obviously going to help the situation. Yeah. But yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed for sure. So yes, I do think we can be a top 5 offense. Because I'm high on Kyler Murray. I have a lot of confidence in him. Some people call it crazy, but I do. I just think his ability's there. And I'm excited for him to make more Vikings fans excited as the season gets started, because I think we will. One thing about our fan base, Sal, you know this, as long as the player performs, the fans that aren't fans of him, they'll come along. They'll come along. You'll still have your pocket of fans that just won't like him just because his name's Kyler Murray and he plays video games. But
there's a couple that stick to their guns till the bitter end. They'll stick to their guns.
Yeah, they'll stick to their guns. So.
They stick to their guns, and it's almost like, are you even a Vikings fan? It seems like you're rooting against.
Exactly.
But no time for that negativity in this show. This show's too spicy for all that.
Too spicy. Let's go. Shout out Pods Play Golf. Appreciate you tapping in, my brother. It was great talking to you over there on with Bubba. So shout out to you. I appreciate you tapping in, man. AJ, appreciate you with the gifts, man. That's a fact. This is my last topic. We've been trying to get to it. It's gonna be about JJ McCarthy. Shout out to your shirt.
Dave, you got to see what I'm rocking with.
Let's go.
I figured since it's
hold on. Stay right there, Sal. Hold on. Let me get this off the screen so we can really see it. Hold on 1 second. There we go. All right, let me see.
Demings will be CB1 by the end of the season.
Nice.
I figured since it's vintage, I can wear it now.
Yeah, vintage. For sure. It is vintage. That thing worth a lot of money. Hold on to that.
I really just found it in Lizzie's closet and was like, what the hell is this? And it's 9, we have 9.
Nueve. Yeah, I mean, nueve. Shout out Jackson with the 999. I appreciate you, brother. He said Demings will be CB1 by the end of the season. Man, that's a 2. I give that a 2. You know, that's not hot at all. The way he's balling at camp, I mean, golly, it feels a little different. You know, we always get a player in camp that is, you know, coming out and it's like, oh, that young player seemed like he's gonna be good. Demings, it feels different. It feels like he's really gonna be the real deal.
Yeah. Is he Mr. Mankato? Who's Mr.
He
Mankato?
has to be. I would think so. I would think so. Him or well, I guess it has to be a rookie, right? That's the rules.
No, it doesn't have to be a rookie. It just has to be a player that really stood out that wasn't like supposed to be anything. Like,
got you. I would say him or Ty Felton then. I feel like Ty Felton's name has been getting talked about a lot too, but I would probably give the nod to Chuck D. I think Chuck D. But talking about JJ McCarthy, just leading into the game, and we'll end it here, is how much pressure do you think JJ McCarthy is going to have? Because I think about this. I feel like I said this on Zoe's show before we started our show. I went over there and tapped in with him for a minute. I feel like JJ McCarthy has so much pressure on him on Saturday to go out there, and he has to look good. Like I think people are underestimating that he is now the QB2, so he's going to get a ton of playing time during the preseason, and fans are going to be critical. And I mean, judging every single throw, every drop back, every handoff. I mean, he is going to be under a microscope because it's going to be this whole quarterback conversation is far from over. You know, as much as we think it's over because Kyler was named QB1, I know for a fact, I know our fan base, it ain't over. Saturday when JJ go out there, we gonna be with a microscope looking at every move he makes and saying, hey, this is the guy y'all wanted to be quarterback 1, or it's gonna be, see, this is why we should have just kept JJ McCarthy as QB1. I'm telling you, he's a beast. How much pressure you think he got, Sal?
Oh man, I mean, it sounds kind of silly to say just in one preseason game that he has a ton of pressure, but I might have to go. I'll go with a 2. I'll say it's a 2.
A 2?
Because I think it is a lot of pressure. I think that he feels jaded. I think he's felt that way for a while. And I also think they didn't do him much of a service not making him play more in the preseason. Well, I know he got hurt, but last year, yeah,
because he only he only played like a drive and a half or something, right? Yeah,
right. So this is gonna be, you know, his time to shine, and I think I think you're right. I think hopefully he doesn't read what fans say, and that's all silence. But it seems like from just what we know about him, what we observe, his meditation and his alter egos and all of that, he does really, really think about things. And I think he's probably kind of embarrassed, and he does feel like he was kind of set up to fail with this whole Kyler thing. Like it wasn't really a competition. I say that because, you know, the biggest inside source of what goes on in that camp has said that many times. So I don't think he'd be saying if that camp didn't feel that way.
Right.
So I think, and sometimes you put that much pressure on yourself because you want to prove people right and it works, or wrong, and it works out for you. And sometimes it's too much extra pressure you put on yourself. So I think I'm going to say a 2.
A 2, yeah. Yeah. I'm here for it. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm so looking forward to it. I mean, I'm actually excited to get the opportunity to watch JJ McCarthy play some more football. I think I've been so thirsty for it, because, you know, we went through a whole year where he's injured. We know we're not going to see him at all. And we had to just accept that. And then the year he comes back and then he plays a game, gets injured, plays a game, gets injured. So it's just like, I'm just kind of thirsty to see JJ McCarthy on the field playing football for, you know, 3 games in a row, 4 games in a row. So I'm here for it. And I hope he does good. I'm rooting for him. I want to see him do good. I know people think that I'm turning my back on JJ. That's couldn't be any further from the truth. I just want him to perform and most importantly, stay available. You know, I hope he doesn't get banged up in the preseason game. Please, man, God, look over this kid for sure so that we can continue to root him on and maybe see if there's a future. You know?
Yeah, it's a great learning opportunity for him. I think if he goes into it taking it that way, then anything can happen for him. I know how crazy our fans are, but I wish they would just take it for what it is. Like, this is a preseason game. A lot of these guys aren't starters that he's working with right now. And he hasn't played football in quite a while. Let him just go out there, and let's not rip him to shreds if he doesn't do great.
Yeah. Because that is what's going to happen. You do know that.
You know that's not going to happen.
If he looks bad, the internet, the Vikings community is gonna. You already know it's gonna be an interesting day on X for sure. Yeah, this was a great show, Sal. Man, I really enjoyed tonight's show. It's always easy flowing when me and you get together and link up and do a show. Great conversations. I mean, there's 1,000 clips we can take out of this show tonight, and I will do some because you did the favor for me when me and you got on over there on your channel, on your show. So I do want to return the favor. I'm gonna get some nice hot takes, some spicy takes from Sal. We get these things posted up. Hopefully we get to get together some more. I know we will see each other at SKOL Fest. Just to remind everybody, SKOL Fest, September 12th at Crooked Pint, downtown Minneapolis. Make sure you're there. Sal will be in the building. So if you want to meet Sal in person, she will be there taking autographs. All right, she'll be there taking autographs.
And make sure you're prepared to go to the tailgate the next morning. Okay. 11
Absolutely.
11.
Yeah. What is it? 11.
Well, they don't let us in the lot until 5 hours before. So
okay. So 11.
I think that's the math. 11.
Nice.
But
nice. So that's another thing too for the people that are going to be at SKOL Fest the next day. I mean, it's going to be an eventful weekend. You got SKOL Fest and you got Sal's tailgate party. I mean, it's going to be lit. And I've been to Sal's tailgate, just so y'all know. You don't want to miss it. It's a fact.
And the after party, after the Packers win, there's nowhere you'd rather be than the tailgate lot.
So that's the difference, Sal, is after the game, you get to go back to the tailgate party and stay there all night for the most part.
You can pretty much stay there as long as you want. I mean, not everybody does, but I sure do. Yeah.
Okay.
I sure do. Yeah, and then people can always figure out, hey, where are we going to go next? But people leave, so you can play whatever music you want. Everybody can hear it. You can make fun of the Packers fans as they're all walking out. Play some songs to troll them. It's a great time.
Nice. Damn, got me excited. Yeah. So for the ones who, decide in their mind thinking, well, I wasn't going to go this year, think twice. It's going to be a party. You don't want to miss it. Don't be caught outside, man. We don't want to have to tell you how it was. We'd rather you be there and just experience it with us. You know what I mean? It's much better that way. Shout out, Sal. I appreciate you, Sal. Oh, we got the puppy. Hold on. Let's see.
This is my old guy. Very old.
I see you got the eyes, the shiny eyes.
No eyesight.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for having me. It was great chatting with y'all and catching up. Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, thank you guys. Y'all hit the like button. We love you and we will see y'all soon. Let's go. It got spicy.